from Sami's Sweet Life, and today we are pillow chatting. I'm going to talk all about how like the end of week 3 power zone and also week 4 I just completed this morning. I did the 60-minute ride this morning and feel great. I had to shower, so my hair's all wet. My hair's just air drying right now. I didn't feel like blow drying and curling it and getting it all done. I'm just like, I did the hour ride, I'm toast. I just want to take a shower and then hop on here and do this video. So I did end up getting platinum for power zone week number 4, which I'm very proud of. I've done platinum all 4 weeks so far, and this challenge, instead of a 6-week challenge, is an 8-week challenge. So I'm halfway through officially, which feels great. I went ahead and looked at all the week 5 rides and then added them to my stack. I did subscribe to the Power Zone Plus, which costs like $8 a month, so that I could get early access, so I can go ahead and start week 5. I'll probably skip one day and start again tomorrow. I was off on my days for a while. I ended up with a migraine last week and then took a rest day. It was weird. I took a rest day before, got a migraine that night really late, and then had to take a rest day the next day because I was still feeling that like migraine hangover, kind of sore. I get like sore in like my shoulders all the way up to my neck. And so I ended up taking 2 rest days instead of just the intended 1. My migraines have been so much better. I did a migraine update a while back and my migraines have been so much better. I've had 2 since then. It's once a month the last 2 months, and that's very typical for me if like all things are going according to plan, even on having the Botox regimen. When I was doing Botox for prevention, I was still getting the typical like 1 to 2 migraines a month around when I ovulate and when I have my period. It's like the hormone drops, hormone fluctuations always mess me up, even when I'm super protected. So I am on an every other day migraine medicine, and every once in a while I will still get one during ovulation or during my period, and that seemed to happen last month and also this month. So other than that, I've been migraine free, which has been amazing. That's why I can even like do all of the writing I have been doing and just basically staying more active. Like when I'm in a really bad migraine situation, like the day of a migraine, I don't get to do very much, and the day after I'm still sore and not feeling very good. So I'm very thankful that I've only had 1 a month the last 2 months. It's been a huge improvement from my previous situation. So I'm very thankful for that. I took those days off, continued to ride. I just wasn't feeling great. Again, like girly hormone situation. I just wasn't feeling great. I was having a little bit of lower back pain, so I took a day off for that, and then I felt okay the next day, but I wanted to still kind of take it easy. I wasn't on my migraine med day, and so I took a second rest day to get back on track for migraine medicine day, and that was today. I took my migraine medicine, rode the bike today, got my 60 minutes in, and feel really good. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, and I am up to, I think this is season 3, maybe even season 4. They don't have a whole lot of episodes per season. At least in the beginning, they didn't have a whole lot of episodes per season. So I am up to, they introduced Denny very recently, and then it was the bomb episode. So I just finished up, it's like a 2-parter. So I finished up the second part of the bomb episode, and it was really hard to turn the TV off. I was wrapping up the end of that episode, and I just went ahead and turned it off before like the end wrap up part. And I love it. I love it so much. It makes me want to ride even more because I'm watching a show that I just really like. Way back in the day, I watched live every week, like as soon as it came on the air. Well, like before streaming was a big deal. It's like way back. This is like a 20-year-old show. I was actually even young. I think I was like in middle school or high school, like when this happened. I was watching it live as it happened. And after Denny died, I stopped watching. I was like, I cannot watch this anymore. It was so traumatic. So they introduced Denny. His whole situation's gonna come up soon, and it's gonna be really hard to keep going. But anyway, I'm pulling out the planner. This is my Plum paper planner that is just for writing down fitness. So in my ride this morning, I set the resistance up to 40 and kept it on 40. I think pretty much the whole time. I got out of the saddle once, so I bumped it up to like 55-ish, and it just wasn't pedaling as fast. I did 14.01 miles, so 14 miles, and I am still doing my virtual Conqueror challenge I've been talking about. I have 722 miles left on that, and I haven't done the average in a while, but the last time I averaged it out, it was like 4.33 miles a day on average to be able to hit that by the end of the year. So I think it's a doable amount. I'm definitely going to get in the 600s in the next few days. I'll knock out that rest of that 22 miles of the 722. So I'm really happy with that. I ended up taking 2 rest days and then again 2 rest days. So that was unusual for me. I feel like I've been really just riding constantly. I've been doing pretty good riding most days still, even with those 2 rest days. Okay, I had to do math really quick. I've been telling you guys my weekly totals. Last week, even with the 2 rest days, I got 62.02 miles, which I think is really good. Like any week I get 50 or above, I feel like is really a big accomplishment. That's a lot of miles, even though it is on a bike that's not actually moving. It's not going anywhere, but I still feel like it's a good accomplishment. So I've been feeling good about it. This week so far, I've had 2 workout days, 2 rest days, and I'm still up to 20 miles. So I feel like I've got 3 more days to go in this week. I can still make some more progress for this week. I'm not actually doing the rides as in like listening to the coaching or music or anything. I'm just watching Grey's Anatomy, so I can't really review the rides themselves, but I really enjoy being able to ride, do my Power Zone stuff, and watch TV at the same time. It's just a total game changer, and it makes me want to ride even more just doing it that way. I do get up out of the saddle to like get a butt break, but other than that, I'm just riding a pretty much like between 35 and 40. That's my like really comfortable resistance. So I'm just pedaling. Sometimes I bump the resistance up to 40 and pedal a little slower like I did today. I think I was at 14.01 miles, so that was my miles per hour since I did 1 hour. That's under pace for my general riding. I generally ride about 15 miles an hour comfortably. But yeah, it felt good to get a little bit heavier resistance on there and go a little slower today. And yeah, that's all I have to say about riding. I have 1 actual update for the scrapbook room, and it's in the middle of getting done. So it's kind of like a work in progress update, but I did end up buying an adjustable bench. We are going to get a power rack at some point, but I thought getting the adjustable bench, it's something that's moderately priced that can help us with our dumbbell workouts. We've got a whole collection of dumbbells, and I feel like an adjustable bench will help with that. So I ended up getting it. It is not built. I did take it out of the box, just kind of look at all the pieces. It's a Rep AB 4100, and I got the white color. I was really not happy with our dumbbell rack. It's also from Rep Fitness. It's in the bright blue, and the bright blue clashes with the teal wall. I really want to repaint it at some point, but that would mean I would have to take the whole thing apart, paint it, let it dry, and reassemble the whole thing because it has like rubber feet, rubber bumpers on it and things. So I have not done it yet, but maybe at some point I would love to paint it teal to match the wall. It just clashes. So we don't have it anywhere near the actual wall itself. I really wish we had gotten the white one. Actually, I don't even know if they have a white one, but I know they were sold out of the black one at the time I got the blue one. And I was like, oh, blue, it'll look nice and bright and fun in the room. And it just totally is an eyesore for me. At some point we might repaint it because it does bother me a lot. So it's just in there, and we got the white adjustable bench, and it's gorgeous. I love the white and black. It's just so pretty, and we're gonna get a white power rack. I just really love the color of it, and it's just so sleek and crisp, and I know it'll get like scuffed up and stuff over time, but it just looks really nice. Like the black and white contrast looks good, and it matches the wall. Unlike the dumbbell rack, which I'm still kind of disappointed with. He took it out of the box, he built it, and I was like, oh, it clashes so bad with this wall. But anyway, it's gonna be on the other side of the room, so you'll only like really look at one or the other. It's a pretty blue, it's just not what I wanted. It just does not match. And so we're gonna say like trigger warning, we're gonna talk weight and all that kind of stuff. So definitely click out of the video and end it here. If you don't want to discuss that type of thing, we're gonna talk weight and tracking and all that stuff. So I am not actually using MyFitnessPal very good because it just is such not a habit anymore. So I will forget to actually update it, but I'm still thinking about food and regulating portion sizes. And also I felt like I did a really good job last week. When my mom was here, we usually eat out a ton, and I usually go hog wild and then feel miserable. And then even when I do like watch my portions, we're just eating so much junk that it just makes me feel physically sick. Like my stomach just doesn't feel right. I feel ill. I feel nasty all over. And this time I was really, really good about not doing that. I feel like I accomplished the goal of not overeating and not just eating junk. Like I picked better options at the restaurants too. I didn't get a whole lot of fried things, and I think that's really what sets me off, is like eating a lot of like really heavy or fried or rich foods. So I was really careful, really conscious about what I was picking as far as food choices, and I feel like I did a really good job. I did not track with MyFitnessPal because it's really just something that's not a habit anymore. So I really need to like set an alarm on my phone or something, a reminder on my phone to just insert my food in it, because I just don't think about it. Honestly, it's just not part of the thought process when I'm like, what do I want to eat? Do I feel hungry right now? How much do I want? That kind of thing. I really try to be mindful about that and portion control things, but I don't think like, oh, let me log this in and see how many calories I have left. It's just not part of my like natural habit right now. So it's really been like hit or miss if I even use MyFitnessPal, but I have been definitely keeping track of portions and that type of thing. So I've been watching my weight, trying to track really carefully, like watching my food portions and things for now 3 weeks. So I did an initial weigh-in, The first week I lost 1 pound, and then the last weekend I weighed myself again. I lost 1.2 pounds. So I'm 2.2 pounds down, which is really, really good. Like, I feel like a slow, steady pace is a great way to do it. I feel like I still have a long way to go as far as like feeling comfortable in my clothes again. I'm feeling a little more comfortable in my body, but I feel like I've made a good start to it. And I was really proud the week my mom was here. I went down 1.2 pounds still, which is good. I still ate out. I still enjoyed food. I still enjoy food like on a weekly basis. I make sure that I still have things that I really enjoy eating. So it's not like I'm eating like boiled chicken and broccoli or something crazy like some people do on these really intense cuts. I'm not cutting like that. I'm just cutting the portion sizes. So I still have some chips here and there. I still have ice cream here and there. I enjoy things, and I don't say anything's necessarily off limits, but I'm just being more conscious about it. Like, if I want some chocolate certain times of the month, I'm gonna eat some chocolate certain times of the month. Pretty much everything is fair game. I'm just really being mindful of how I feel afterwards too. Like I told you, previous times that we've eaten out a ton, I've eaten like really heavy or really fried foods all the time, I feel sick. Like, I don't want to feel like that. And the same thing with me trying to go down in weight. It's because I'm just not comfortable in my body. It's because when I go outside, I'm sweating a whole lot more just because I have more on my body, more stuff to move around, and it's harder in general, not just because my clothes don't fit as good. It's just I don't feel as comfortable and energetic in my own body. You know, if I'm up 20 pounds, it makes a difference on my body. I'm not very tall, so that makes a big difference. So I'm really trying to be mindful of everything and taking care of my body better. And it's been good to see that progress reflected in the weight going down a little bit. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. It's such a hard thing to talk about because there are going to be people that's like, weight is such a liar, but I know how my clothes are fitting. So that's part of the process too, is like my clothes don't fit very nicely right now. I'm muffin topping almost all the time, like in pretty much every outfit I'm wearing, because I am up in weight, I am fluffier, and I really just don't feel comfortable in my body as far as physically, and also just like, aesthetically, I'm not comfortable looking the way I do. So it's all wrapped into one thing, and I do love my body and I do want to take care of it. And that's the main driving force of this. It's not to just like look hot. It's really just to like feel good in my body and feel like I'm taking care of my body better. And it's just hard. It's hard dealing with any sort of weight or body image kind of stuff. And I feel like I'm not that messed up as far as that goes, but I know it's so hard for women. And it's hard even for some women to hear these kind of discussions because we always feel guilty about everything, like especially being a mom too. I feel guilty about everything all the freaking time. And I feel like, oh, I shouldn't have let myself go. I feel guilty about that part of it. Like I should take care of my body and honor it. And look at me like shoving my face full of chips and getting my weight back up again. It's hard to take that part out of the discussion where I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna give myself grace. I'm gonna not feel guilty about things. I'm gonna enjoy food too and not just make it food to fuel my body. It's also food to fuel my soul too. So I really try to keep that in mind too, instead of being like, I'm only gonna eat rice and chicken and broccoli for a month and go down in weight and be miserable eating that kind of diet. Because I just know myself, I'm gonna be miserable if I cut down too much and do that kind of thing. So anyway, hard discussion to have, but it's something that's definitely part of this process too, is I'm weighing myself once a week and seeing what the scale says. As far as like body changes, I haven't noticed anything at that point. Like my legs definitely feel stronger, but I'm still fluffy. I'm still not noticing any clothing changes. So it's really actually helpful to see the changes in the scale because I'm not seeing physical changes yet. I'm waiting for that part of it, but it's gonna be a slow process. Like I said, I'm just changing small little things, being more mindful. So far, it hasn't been or felt like it's been that much of a struggle. It's just like, sometimes I want to just eat out of the bag of chips. I want to eat the whole bag. And I'm trying to limit that kind of thing. So anyway, that is my whole pillow chat for today. I feel like I got really rambly and chatty today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me along. I do have my Peloton coupon code down below for you guys if you're interested in any of the machinery. It's been life-changing for me and I love my bike so, so much. And so I have that coupon code under all my Peloton videos in case you guys want to use it. It helps you guys out and it also helps me out. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys have a great week and I will catch you next time. Bye.